thought I'd do something different, mainly because I hadn't really been able to get out and do stand-up. Yes, I do stand-up. I not only am a godly man that breed game pit bulls, I do comedy. Just like my stuff from dogs come from my relationship with God, my comedy do too. I guess I throw in a few jokes about my breeding dogs. You know, I started a vlog. I just learned that word vlog. I thought it was blog, but it's vlog because it's a video log of my interactions with dogs or breeding game dogs. The thing's called Game Dogs Sold by Jesus Freak. And lately, since I've been trapped in the house, I've been having a lot of comments on a lot of my videos. And, you know, it goes right in line with what I'm saying about just how people think. I got people asking me or just making the craziest statements. You know, whenever you put God and stuff, you already know people just really don't understand God. But it's like, you don't understand God because you don't research God. A lot of people base God off of the world or what they know about the world. But then when they hear a person that actually research God or know God, they act as if they know more. How you know more than what a person that's in God know when I'm studying God and you studying the word? But it's like some of the comments you get, you just really realize how, I'm going to say how people, you know, people just don't study or they really don't think. You know, I have people saying stuff like, I'm trying to think of one of the craziest things I've heard people say. Or the breed pit bull, man made it. And they don't even say, they say man created. That's the word they use, created. When it's really only one creator. Man makes, man don't create. People don't, what I really started realizing when I started these vlogs, people really don't understand the use of words. And that's usually what messes people up because they think they know what words mean, but you can tell they don't know what words mean because they use them out of context. So when a person say, well, man made pit bulls and they bred the pack mentality out of a pit bull. My thing is, how can man breed out something that God made a part of something's nature? How would you even how could you even think that? Like, did you sit down and really think about that before you let it come out your mouth? Did you really think about it? It's certain things that we cannot breed out of dogs because we don't have that power. But it's like when people say stuff like that, I just be looking at them like, man, do you read? Do you study? It's things that's just it's things that we cannot change. It's rules that God put in place that we just cannot change. And if people really just took the time to think about these different rules, they would know you can't change them. Like electricity, gravity. Can I just jump up in there and fly? Why I can't? Because it's rules to gravity. Can man change that? Can man change the rules of gravity? They're like, well, yeah. But man don't get that. And I hate calling people stupid, but I did not know it was these many stupid people in the world. Stupid has became an epidemic. They think this disease that got people staying in the house is the epidemic. I don't think that's the problem. I think the biggest problem we have now is we have a bunch of retarded people running the world. I got older, got into God, I really started dissecting politics. And I came to a conclusion. Democrats are morons. Just think about it. Everything the Democrats believe in is contrary to God. And not only is it contrary to God, it don't even make common sense. When I say common sense, I mean sense that's common to everyday average people. It just don't make sense. I'm going to give you an example. Most of the people that's in the Democratic Party, they got all these different movements. You got the tree huggers, the people that love trees. You got animal activists, they love animals. But all of these people can be encompassed in the Democratic Party. But Democrats, they care about everything else, but they don't care about human life. You can kill a baby. You can have an abortion to a baby. Now they're doing it all the way up to like the last trimester. Don't know much about it, but this is like last trimester. But just think how stupid you got to be to care about everything else except your own kind. So just think about a world ruled by Democrats. It's crazy. They're going to kill their babies. They're going to marry their men to men, their women to women. Eventually, the animals to people. But these are the type of people that people really want to follow behind. They really think that they are the idea for the future. Man, they fools. They fools. Anybody that would trust them got to be so stupid. I don't even believe in politics at all. I just believe in common sense. I don't believe in politics at all. Just common sense. They don't have. Think about having a war with Democrats or people that think like that. You know, you don't even have to fight them. All you have to do is leave them alone. They'll destroy themselves. They fools. Yeah, the Democrats. But just think about it though. And even that movement of killing babies, that's a woman's right to choose. So that's the woman aspect of the Democratic Party. You got the women, you got the gays, you got the tree lovers, you got the animal lovers. Then you don't have it's nothing in the Democratic Party for real men. And when I say real men, I mean like real men. You got those beta males who feel like everything a woman wants, she should have. Everything. You have those, but you don't have nothing for the real men because the Democratic Party don't want a real man. Think about it. Them beta males okay with giving the ruler of the leadership over to the women. They okay with that. They down or they cool with it, and they yeah, I think she can do anything I can do. Anything. Yeah, I homeschool my children. How can homeschool children fail? I just tell you right now, the way homeschooling is, or the kids are today, they just don't have the attitude that we had in school. You know, we didn't care either. They care even less than what we cared. And just think, you ever look at your child and think, well, this is the future. And you know, I was thinking, well, these are only my children, but no, found out from a couple of teachers that this is the generation that's coming, this is the next generation. Funny thing about it is, our generation did great things, maybe their generation did great things. What kind of great things is what you gotta ask yourself. Man, it's kind of funny. I can tell my children are smart because what I do is I like to separate the homeschooling and the everyday life. So after homeschool, which ends around, it starts around my 8, ends around my 2:30. I like to ask them how was school. It's a way of me being funny. But one of the ways I learned that my children are very intelligent, lazy but very intelligent, is because when I had it, they play in with me. They go, okay, well he ain't crazy, so he gonna ask me how was school, even though he know school is home. So okay, we gonna play along. And I'm like, so hey kids, how was school today? Kids like, well, school was pretty good, except for the teacher. I was like, the teacher? So what's wrong with the teacher? I'm knowing it's going somewhere because I know I'm the teacher. They're like, yeah, it's kind of a butt. I'm like, a butt? Yeah, I know it all. And I was like, oh well. Then they're gonna tell me what the kids kind of gave him a nickname. I said, well, what the nickname is? And they're like, Mr. Potato Head. And I was good, Mr. Potato Head. Well, I bet you when them kids got to school the next day, they were surprised. Because see, I had called the principal of the school and let them know that they was talking about their teacher. I bet you they was real surprised when they got detention. and now you see that everybody started to homeschooling because of the epidemic. And I wonder if the one thing homeschooling do is it allows you to get to know your children better, to know how smart they are not, what you need to work on. And the funny thing about it is a lot of people don't understand that godly people started doing this first. They really don't think about that. Why did godly people start homeschooling their children first? And you remember back before, everybody was saying, well, I don't think you should homeschool your children. I think you need to have them around other kids and all this thing. And the funny thing about it is the Bible tells you that the bad company ruins good morals. So if you take your children that you're trying to raise as godly and send them to a school, what they gonna learn? What they gonna learn? But it's like, these are the type of things that now I hadn't seen any of the people that wanted to talk to me about homeschooling my children. I hadn't seen them since the epidemic. But when I get out, I just wonder how they gonna feel when they see me and they know that the very thing you was talking to me against, you have to do now. Things like that just like really crack me up. You know, in the news, a lot of men been sleeping with their nannies and crazy stuff like that. And then the world is in an outrage. They're like, I don't understand how he could do that. A lot of rich people. So let's think about it. The Bible tells you how a woman's supposed to be. She's supposed to take care of home. She's supposed to be obedient. She's supposed to be all these things. Now, the wife ain't that. So you hire a nanny to be everything the Bible says a wife is supposed to be. And you don't understand why husbands sleeping with the nanny. But this is the mind frame of the world. This is how the world look at things like, oh, he should have. And it's always women pushing this. Women pushing this agenda. They want to let a woman run the world. If you ain't a beta male, what type of woman, or what woman will have a mind frame to be able to run a world? Most women can't even control their emotions. And the ones that do control their emotions, they have to act like men to do that. Do that make sense? That means you have to act like a man to be able to run the world. Why not just let a man run the world? A lot of my material is based off of the fact that I'm godly. And the Bible tells you that the God of this world blinds you. And how I look at this, they say stuff is common sense, but it ain't common sense. It's like, God's sense beats common sense. Because just think about it. You know, like you have arguments with people, they're like, well, I don't believe in the Bible. You believe in letting a book tell you what to do. For real. So what you telling me is you don't get your knowledge out of a book. Because like, they don't even see the simplest things. You know, what made me want to be a comedian? Because I find things, everyday things just so funny to me. Especially when you relate things to the word. Like I look at all these different comedians that's coming out nowadays. They've been out for a while. All of them going crazy. They want to say, it ain't them that's going crazy. It's what they have to go through to be comedians. No, you was crazy already. That's what made you funny. You know what I mean? But you didn't notice that you was crazy already. See, my thing is, that's how most worldly or secular comedians, they're crazy already, and now they realize that they're crazy. Me, I just realize other people are crazy because I'm very sane. I'm rooted in something, which is the word of God. You know, you just think about the crazy stuff people say. The Bible encompasses from the beginning of time all the way to the end of time, where people will say stuff like, well, the Bible don't know everything. Seriously. So a book that encompasses the beginning of time, the end of time, that was written by 40 different authors that stayed on the same narrative over 1,500 years, is fake. And it encompasses the past, present, and the future. Why are people looking at these celebrities going, I want to be these people? What is it about these people's lives that make you think, I want to be them? Because if you was basing things off of what I base things off of, I see them as failures. Yeah, they got a lot of money, but the Bible tell you shouldn't want to be rich. Why the Bible tell you that? Study and see. And that's all these people really have to offer is money. They can't really give you knowledge on anything else other than how to make money. I just don't understand why people idolize or look at people who are so evidently flawed. Celebrities, they so flawed it don't even make sense. You can see their flaws, and this is on live TV, you see the flaws. You know, even when they try to fake it, you still, their flaws break through. Look at Robin Williams. All that money he was making, kids. Why? People don't think about why he did. What happened? Why he went happen? Because he wasn't fulfilled. Why he wasn't fulfilled? He was doing what he thought he wanted to do. The Bible talk about your imagination leading you straight. It was something he thought he wanted, but he found out he didn't want. He didn't bring him no happiness. So why people do these things? People gotta realize all the answers that you're looking for is right there in that book. You gotta stop taking it from other people who don't know, who don't actually understand the book. If the Bible is full of, this is what I don't understand about just the movement. I don't really understand about these churches. I don't understand about because a lot of this stuff that people are doing, it ain't even in the Bible. And if the Bible encompasses the past, present, and future, all the time from the beginning time to the end time, shouldn't and they say it ain't nothing new under the sun, shouldn't what people doing be in that book? So if you see people doing stuff that's not in the book, it's not an example of it, why would we do it? It just don't make sense. It do not make, and people don't see this. It's not like clear. That's why the Bible says the God of this world. The God of this world, little g, the God of this world. And God tell you that he gave this world to who? Blind them. And if he blind them, because if he didn't blind them, they would see. They would see. But these are the kind of questions that I ask myself. You know, this is the kind of stuff that's hilarious to me. You know, you be having a conversation with these people, and these people think they logical, they make sense. You just be looking at them like, okay. You got my seat. Inside joke, y'all don't understand that. They got your seat. I just don't understand. Hey, one thing that's crazy to me, my wife usually get on the internet a lot more than I do, but when she get on there, she tells about all these people that be putting angel wings on all these people that died. They know for a fact. The Bible tells you that you have to have the Holy Spirit to get into heaven. You gotta have the Holy Spirit. That's the ticket. If you don't have the Holy Spirit, no matter what, you're not going to heaven. But you got a lot of these people who ain't never talked about the Holy Spirit, never did anything, never did. They was good people. Kobe Bryant, his dog. They did. Wife spoke 20-some minutes, never mentioned God to the end. She never mentioned the Holy Spirit. She never mentioned getting a life right. She never mentioned none of that stuff that really, that tangible, the meat and potatoes of the Word of God. She never mentioned any of that. But she actually had the nerve to say, well, God wanted him back. How you know the devil didn't want him back? Well, he wanted him back. That's the truth. He got blind truth. It's the truth. And it's all real. A lot of people say, well, you don't know that man. Well, we know that man played for a team. Well, how do we know he played for a team? Because he advertised it all the time. But you're not going to advertise what you believe. You're not going to advertise the Lord. That makes sense to you. You can advertise everything else but what you believe. Why is that? I think our religion is under attack nowadays. Nowadays, they can sue you for not making a cake for fags, for homosexuals, for gays. But when you come out talking about how much you love the Lord, and the Bible say what you do in a book that was written 2,000 years ago, 40 different authors, over 1,500 years, stayed on one narrative, and it comes the past, present, future, from the end of time, from the beginning of time all the way to the end of time. You tell them what they say, and they tell you that's hate. No, the book tell you that's love. True love is when you see somebody doing something. I see a child from around the street, and if he get my car, I'm gonna warn him. I'm gonna tell him, hey, because that child don't understand what's finna go on. But then when that child get hit, can't blame me. I tried to save that child. A lot of people say, well, shit, let them do that wrong. So you gonna just let that child around the street and get hit, because that's what they want to do. That's the kind of logic we dealing with. This stuff is crazy. This cracked me up. Because it's sort of like you talking to these people, you're like, hey, man, don't you think something wrong with what you're saying? Like, now, it makes sense to me. That's what I think about when I see people like that. Just stupid. This everyday stupid. Everyday stupid. That's why I say common sense is not really common. And to be honest, it's common sense based off the word of God's sense is not common. So, yeah, I guess they're right. This is just some stuff that I think about. These are the type of things that I find funny. Type of things I find intriguing. You know, look at how, don't you notice how nowadays, you watch television, everything that's on TV now is stuff, they have all the wrong stuff in these, they keep trying. I was watching Green Lantern with my children. Everybody know that they know me, I have 7 kids. I love having children, God said, fill your quiver up with them. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm sitting here watching, just watching cartoons. Why they made Green Lantern on the cartoons gay? What is that? What is that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, that really put me in the mind of this right here. And this is like this blacks can fight for their rights, they can love their heritage, they can fight for their heritage, they can do whatever they want to do. But as soon as the white people fight for their heritage, they racist. This is the society we living in, man. That's the same thing. That's the exact same thing. It's like they putting all these homosexuals on television, but when I say, well, hey, that ain't right, I'm a hater. That whole thing about black people, you can't feel that way because you done went through it. No, it's different. One of them is mental disorder. Because if I thought I was a bird and I could fly, and I identified as a bird, will you let me continue identifying as a bird? These people identify as something else because their mind is telling them that. You would medicate me, but you okay with them. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Jesus freak.